You people have been chosen.
The show's about to start.
I'm coming as fast as I can.
Good morning, Vietnam.
The animals are winding me up.
You people, we do not ask for your poor or your hungry. We do not want your tired and sick. It is your corrupt we claim. It is your evil that will be shot by us.
All right, Jimbo, are you with me tonight?
I am.
That's good. Hopefully everyone can hear us here on the edge of the ball. And as you see, we have sheep. Our city has sheep. Our nation has sheep. Our malls, our schools, our government. Yeah, you get out of here. Damn sheep. I loves sheep. All right. Well, welcome to the Edge of the Falls. Two guys who are not the usual two guys tonight. We got a little substitution taking place, but I'm the mystic. I am the voice of reason, history, knowledge, and according to the madman, lameness. And we've got a special guest in studio tonight, a good friend of ours, very active in our community, and Jim Costanzo.
That is me. Hello, everybody.
So I'm the mystic, he's the madman. We got to come out. You were saying that you were the, since he couldn't make it, and we'll explain that in a minute, but since he's not here, you're actually the second worst.
That's it.
There you go.
People know Brett to be the bad attitude on this show. So when you called and said there was something going on, Brett can't make it, would you like to fill in? And I'm thinking, wait a minute. Am I a bad attitude? And I knew that. I knew the answer before I even, even thought it in my head. But now does that
we called your parole officer first.
And he cleared it. And as long as he cleared it, that's all that matters. And he even, cleared the bracelet so there'll be nobody rushing in the middle of the show.
Super.
This time. But, so I don't know if I'm the next best thing from Brett with the bad attitude, or am I the next worst thing?
No, we're going to have to talk about that.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Well, Jim Costanzo, of course, is the owner of JCTs. They provide a lot of promotional wear for us. A lot of the things that you see, not all of them behind me because they were all kind of brought by people. And yes, Bill Kennedy, maybe one day we'll let you have the Charlie Brown shirt over there. Charlie Brown shirt. Bill has coveted that whenever he's in the studio. But Jim's store does more than just T-shirts. He can do all kinds of promotional apparel and some really quality stuff. When I went in to have my knee replaced, he made me a series of T-shirts that said Kenmore Mercy Multiple Knee Revision Team. And all my nurses and staff got them, and they loved them. And it was just... you do something like that, you get T-shirts from an occasion, it's an awesome thing. And he does everything. He does women's underwear, men's underwear. What else do you do?
Well, I think that covers just about anything that's important. But, we can do coffee mugs, slippers, you name it, we can do it. There's nothing that's really left out of this realm. It's just a matter of whether or not we have the equipment, and I think we do pretty much have a good ensemble of everything we need. So it's here waiting to happen, and you want to get a special message across? There it is.
Look at that. We're setting up our TV over here so we can follow. And you're right. A special message is a message about anything, a graduation, celebrating a birthday party. That's a good thing.
Divorce party.
Yeah, those are even more fun.
Hey, the bitch is gone. Let's party.
Well, I was talking to one of my ex-wives the other day, and I said, we really should go somewhere and have get together and have a rereading of our divorce decree. And, just get together and, read it to each other with great sentiment. I'm glad you're damn well gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where is the madman? That is tonight's question. The polls I know that we didn't get them into graphics yet, but the polls were 38% voted prison, 29% said he was on Air Force One. Actually, our friend Brett Biro had a meeting later this afternoon, but this is his daughter, Lexi, a delightful young woman, very intelligent. It's her 21st birthday today. If you know anything about the madman, he is all about family. His kids are number one to him. So when he found out he had a meeting, he thought that was going to mess up his dinner with his daughter because he was coming right here to the studio. And Jim graciously, thank you, said he would fill in, and that gave Brett the opportunity to go with Lexi and his son, Brett Jr., and celebrate her 21st birthday. So happy birthday, Lexi, and that's always a great quality Brett embodies and makes me proud of him. You know, not everything does, but no.
Yeah. And again, happy birthday to Lexi. And you know what? It's funny because people see the negative side of Brett. They don't know who he is. Everybody thinks he's an asshole. Well, he is. But aside from that, he is a very good guy. And I knew him when we were younger, but then when he started going through his issues with trying to get Brett Jr., I was running a group called Dads Do Count. And Brett had contacted me, so I pushed him in a couple directions, and next thing you know, he had Brett Jr. And you know what? Probably one of the best things for both of those kids to happen, and you know what? Probably for Brett as well, because I think it tamed him down a little bit, knowing then that he has to be a good role model.
Right.
So what happened once they all turned 18? I don't know. He's back to Brett again, just the older version. But again, it's you either love him or you hate him. You know, same thing I've heard about me. But you know what? He's a good guy. He's a good-hearted guy. And he will do anything for his friends. Just don't piss him off.
Ain't that the truth?
So,
well, let's see. I'm going to flip screens here so you won't see yourself for a moment. We've got a couple of people on YouTube. We are on YouTube under Yowawa Media. And Edge of the Falls is on Facebook under the Edge of the Falls page. And it looks like we've got a few people watching. I think I see Kathy Ligamari, the city clerk. I was going to call her the town clerk. That makes her mad. But she's been a friend of mine for like nearly 20 years. And poor woman. Happy birthday,
good money
Lexi.
for that, Peter?
What's that?
You have to pay good money for that?
Yeah, I do, actually. Okay. Yeah, Jason Marsh, you're absolutely right. You can't get between Brett and his kids. It's not going to happen. Lots of great piping in here from everyone. It's super. Chris Fort and Ryan Chu, good to see you. Tim Adams. I always like to acknowledge that people are watching. Kim and D'Angelo Guthrie. Kim, post here for others to see what the show was like last night with the two women on board with Noelle and Courtney. Let people know what you said to us. They are changing their show. They're going to a more strictly comedy outfit. They are so funny. And they corrupt kids. Can you believe that, Jim? They corrupt kids.
Somebody's got to.
I know. It's great. So, by the way, the number, if you need it, I'll put it up in a graphic in a moment, 716-990-2727. That's also the number to JCTs, and that's 990-2727. We invite calls, and I thought what we should do first, Jim, is I'm going to play some videos that kind of illustrate the political atmosphere around here. And I'm going to start with a review of one of our council meetings a couple of weeks ago. But this bears seeing. I know we've all seen it. But here we go. Okay.
Before we adjourn the meeting, I just want to thank those of you who came to the meeting tonight. And just lastly, I'll just say that, look, we know that the city is in need of improvement. We know that there's blight out there. I can tell you that this administration, this meeting is adjourned. Try to be civil. You can't do it.
All right, so that is none other than Chairman of the Niagara Falls City Council, Chris Baccio. And Chris Baccio got up, and he was, if you listen to what he said, I mean, I can play it again, but you listen to what he said, he was just starting on the lines, this administration, he was going out to kiss their ass, and sorry, it's kind of what it is, to pucker up there and bend over. he was going to praise them. I don't know what he's got. He's getting brownie points or something, but he was going to praise them. And then suddenly citizens who don't get to hear from them that often raised their voices, and he slammed his gavel and he said, "No counsel for you." Or was that Seinfeld? But that was a fierce and ferocious moment of stupidity. So there's one example, okay? So there's more to this, though. So let's have a look at a video of our mayor last week. I know we shared it. We've added a few things in. Luann, who is our City Hall reporter now, we met her. She was just kind of hanging out, and she said, "Look, I'm going to end up here anyway." So she thought she'd report for us. And she put this together, and I really like this one.
But I think it's important for you to know that obviously we are operating under the level of service that the City Council has provided. If in fact you would like to have more service or have increased service, I think you need to make sure that you tell your City Council members to appropriate more funding for it. They set the funding, and if they fund only so many people, we'll do all that we can within that amount that they've given us. And sometimes it isn't quite enough for us to accomplish all of the things that we and you would like to see accomplished. So I know that the City Council members enjoy hearing from you. So when you get the chance to speak with them, please remind them to make sure that they fund all of the departments at the appropriate level so that we can provide the services that all of us expect. I know, much like you, it would be wonderful to make sure that that pothole in your neighborhood that's driving you crazy were fixed quickly.
We will.
And we will get to them. Once the heavy-duty street paving is behind us, then we'll be back out there doing those types of patches and repairs.
And if we don't find that pothole, we'll leave him one so he can enjoy watching DPW.
But remember,
joy to citizens.
Your patience is appreciated. I know that for some folks, it's been a lot of years since anybody's paid attention. We're going to do our best to make sure that we eliminate a lot of that backlog. But again, it's going to be important for the council to provide a level of service that will allow us to do that. And they're the ones that are in charge of appropriating the funding. Just as they have provided you with this refuse fee, they have to make sure that they provide funding for the services that we will administer.
Dear Lord. So last week, one of our counselors or someone else said that he not only threw council under the bus, but he backed it up and went over them again. What do you think, Jim? Is that bad?
I don't know. I know Bob on a personal level, so I'm just going to plead the fifth on that one.
Yep.
I don't know what came of it, but I'd like to see them all work as a team.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. But then again, I'd also like to see and how can I properly say this? Vertically challenged people come out with lollipops dressed in little funny costumes and singing to me.
Mr. Baccio will never do that, okay?
Well,
no.
If he wants to get reelected, it's either pucker up or come out in the, yeah.
No, and that's so true, though. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to take you fast forward to this week. And one of our loyal listeners, she is wonderful, sent me an exchange she had with Mr. Baccio, who follow the yellow brick road. And here we go. I'm going to show you one thing. And so I'm starting off by saying he's responding to the video I just showed you. And he says, no, I don't watch Facebook videos. And so the person asks, you don't watch the mayor's weekly updates? And so he says, Amy, what are you looking for from me? And she said, I asked why the mayor would say that. And you said, read your note. I read the note, and that would be Mr. Baccio's note, and it's the opposite of what the mayor said. So I'm asking who I should believe and who if I should start making plans to move. Now, that's pretty serious. You know, people are feeling that, not just Amy, but so he writes and says, I can only speak for myself. This is a continuation. But based on what you said the mayor said, I see no conflict. Zero with what I wrote. I think you're making large assumptions. Well, Mr. Baccio, you are, I believe, a former journalist. So you haven't seen the video. You haven't heard what the mayor says about you, unless you're watching the show here, and then you get the comments from Luann. But you can only speak for yourself, and based on what you said the mayor said. If I was council chair in a city like this, I would be going right to that video to figure out what it was. That's unfair to your constituents. You don't even look at what the mayor says. Half the population that's seen it feels it's so insulting. And everyone we talked to last week were really disgusted with it. Don't forget, call in line 990-2727. But yeah, there you are claiming that, you haven't seen it. It's what you said to a constituent. My Lord, anybody with an ounce of integrity would have gone and watched it and then responded, because you're way off mark. He threw you and council under the bus. But I realize you're really trying to, you got to help the guy. You got to help the administration. They walked into a COVID crisis in a broke city. And who broke it? What do you think, Jim?
I say council did it because they didn't ask for enough money.
Exactly. So, I love the idea that Luann had, that they'll all have wands. Maybe we should have the mayor on the Harry Potter show on Sundays here. And he can learn the relative merits of wands, and that'll help them create oodles of money.
Well, I remember this from something that happened when we were a kid. If we wouldn't let this one kid play, he'd grab his football and he'd run away, because it was his football, and now nobody else could play. I'm waiting for that to happen at one of these council meetings. If you're not going to do what I say, I'm going to take this gavel and I'm going home.
So true.
Maybe we should have a backup. Instead of, remember how they used to have the axes, the fire axes out in the hallway and behind the glass in case of fire break? Now I think they do it with the water hoses. But maybe the same thing, in case Faccio has a meltdown, break and continue with the meeting without him.
I say we get him a squeaky gavel. You know the ones kids had that go, meet, meet, meet?
Better yet, one of those giant ones that they have. I remember there used to be like a 3-foot stick.
Oh, yeah.
Even better, because that'll take care of the little man syndrome. Or the Napoleon complex. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, give us a call, folks. We want to hear what you're thinking about this little aspect of our local government. We've got some really good shows happening here on Yowawa Media. I don't know if you saw this weekend. Tessa Del Zoppo, who does our Thursday night program, Night with a Medium, has been really soaring in terms of viewership and her program. She had legendary comedian Johnny Goomba. He's a sort of a comrade of the whole crowd that created The Sopranos and Goodfellas, that whole genre of entertainment. And he was wonderful. And she had Vincent Pastore, who was one of the key characters in The Sopranos back when the series ran. She had him on a few weeks ago. Just a lot of really great people, guest readers. So she's doing really well, and she had an article in the Niagara Gazette this week. So thank you, Gazette, for pushing that. And hopefully we'll get a call in from someone.
Nothing in the Reporter?
No, from the Reporter. No, they seem to be in the grinder right now.
I bet she sees what's coming there.
Yeah, they seem to be really just kind of churning out stuff, you know. But we know that lots is happening in the world. And hey, Kathy Ligamari gave me a hi, Peter. Wait a minute, that's rude.
Hey, Chris. Yep. It's not that I'm not watching the screen, but if you look at me when I'm watching the screen, it almost looks like I'm in prison with my eyes looking all the way over. I don't know who's. Yeah, it just makes me look kind of paranoid because I'm constantly looking over like this, and then I catch myself, and it gets me a little nervous. So that's all it is. I just have to look over for the screen. So don't be thinking there's somebody behind me or anything weird going on here. Well, there's always something weird going on here, but.
Kim D'Angelo responded to my little prompting there, talking about Noelle and Courtney, who do Sunday nights here at 7 o'clock. Their show is so much fun. I was laughing so hard through the whole show. One woman said at one point that she spit her water on her kids. And Jason Marsh, there's been potholes on Grand Avenue for 2 years now. Let's go move them to the mayor, or is that where the mayor lives? Wait a minute. Ken Tompkins is piping in. Ken, can we have more money from you?
Yeah, and I'd like some lunch.
All right. You want that catered in?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Right.
All we got to do is tell them, right? Hey, aren't they there to represent us Here's a deal. I'm hungry, Ken. Chop, chop.
I love it, Ken. One day we're going to give everyone, Chris Fortin, welcome to Romper Room. I see Kenny, and I remember that show. I always wanted them to say my name.
Magic Mirror, tell me today.
Yeah, Kim D'Angelo Guthrie says, do some prank calls. They do it. They get it set up with friends, and they do really fun prank calls, and it's really refreshing. So they're going to be called Sunday Night with Noelle and Courtney, and they'll be basically teaching bad habits to kids and causing reckless mayhem.
Where's the problem? I see no problem.
Well, there we go. So don't forget 990-2727. Operators are standing by here at the edge of the falls.
There you go.
Hey, fun. So that was one thing that happened this week.
Oh, my God. Let's hope it's not a bill collector. You're on the edge of the falls. How can I help you? I'm not hearing nothing.
Hello?
Do I owe you money? Who's this?
Put speaker on.
Okay, hang on, Chris. Speaker. How's that?
Hey, sounds good.
I'm going to go fix it up.
Good?
Hang on one second. Nope. What about now? Chris, give me one more time.
How about now?
Got him, Pete.
Yep, I'm here.
Figured out what it was. So you don't want money from me?
Oh, we love money. I thought maybe you had a money tree growing somewhere.
So I told Pete, I said, we can't use my phone number. I owe everybody money.
Yeah, it might be a bill collector calling.
Wouldn't that be
Hey,
something?
no, yeah, right out live on the air, huh?
You want your heat turned back on? Give us the $50. You gotta love it.
And then you can say, "Oh, well, it's COVID,
It's COVID,
so you can't shut nothing off. I cannot pay any of my bills."
I'm not paying
and you
the
have
bills.
to,
I'm not paying rent. And give me another stimulus check so I can spend it on stupid, needless things.
Yay!
and everyone in Niagara Falls, I think, bought a dirt bike or a four-wheeler with their stimulus check.
Or the motorized bicycles. Those
Oh,
are
yes,
in overabundance around here. And a lot of fireworks.
You're familiar with the fireworks as well.
I should have sold fireworks this year. Instead, I'm selling
We'd be millionaires.
T-shirts. Yeah.
We'd be millionaires.
That's what the city should have done. But go ahead. Sorry, I keep interrupting.
No, great call. Two things. One, it's very interesting that the mayor says that we need to talk to council to ask for money so they can fund the budgets appropriately so we can get the services that we want. However, as in the video you showed, play Pink Floyd Money in the background now. But, so he says, okay, so ask your council members for money so they can fund the budgets and have appropriate services. Well, according to the video that you just showed, a lady in the crowd there that you may know or not was trying to speak her voice, and abruptly the meeting ended.
She has no rights.
So, yeah. So I mean,
she's at a council meeting.
You want us to ask for money? She tries to ask the council question, and bam, no more meeting. Bye bye. Crazy. But just wanted to throw that in. Down the toilet. Good job. Sound effects, boy.
I think it's just like anything else. If you want something, cut out the middleman. Let's go right to the casino and ask him for a few bucks. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, is there any communication with them? Is there anything that maybe Niagara Falls redevelopment could do with 140 acres of?
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Where are you? Niagara Falls redevelopment. Where are you? You're a absentee landlord, and you don't maintain your property or build anything for 20 years. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, I know there's one property on Gerald Avenue it's a vacant lot. I don't know if anybody owns it. It might be the city's, but it's got to be over 3 feet high. You can see that.
Not bad.
They maintain the lot next door and the one on the other side. But this thing, I watch it every day as I drive down there, and I'm just like, okay. So maybe Mr. Tompkins can go out there, and next time they do one of their, wander.
Oh, it's a new development. You didn't hear? It's a new development. It's it's the Niagara Falls paintball field. Paint gun. You can go. Yeah, that's a new coming attraction. Smoking Joe.
Firecrackers.
Hey, one real quick thing, and I'll let you guys go. You're awesome, Mystic. Oh, but here's a real good question. I'm just wondering, in about 2 months, maybe 3 months, it'll be snowing. And since we need to ask for money through the council members, I'm going on record to ask the council members right now, will we have plows and will we have salt this winter? Let's start figuring out now, because come 3 months from now, we will probably say we don't have salt, or we don't have trucks, or maybe we don't have employees because everybody died from COVID. I love you guys. Peace.
Oh, take care, Chris. See you on Wednesday.
Well, I think those two problems are going to cancel each other out. I mean, we're worried about these potholes, but as soon as the snow comes, it just fills them in. So we should just pray for snow quicker, and our street problem will be over.
That sounds good.
Why not? It's kind of, taking one problem out of the way and just solving it with another.
Absolutely.
If that makes sense. I got to think about that for a minute.
Well, I think...
Or do we have two problems?
Oh, we can have a lot of problems.
Welcome to Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's still home. It kind of sucks, but it's still home. So you still
it's
jump up and
interesting how
defend
people
it.
view Niagara Falls. I mean, I moved here from the Canadian side. I did tourism up until this year. My entire tourism industry is on freeze because I do group tours and Rhodes Scholars. And Niagara Falls, a lot of people outside of this area think it's an affluent community because it's a major tourism destination. I've been everywhere around the world. When I say, like if I said Lewiston, they'd look at me and think I was giving them a recipe. But when I say Niagara Falls, they identify with it right away. It's used as an adjective. It's used, like I cried like Niagara Falls. Like people know what it is. But to all those other people, they don't realize the limitations we have in terms of what people here get from all of that industry and where that industry's revenues go. I mean, state parks obviously takes the lion's share.
Yeah, I mean, it's no shit. We have to figure something out because we used to have the Winter Festival or whatever the heck they called it.
Right.
And Festival of Lights. And that thing was awesome. I remember as a kid, you were always excited. We had the Winter Garden back then. As a kid in junior high, that's where you took your dates because it was warm. It didn't cost you nothing. It was a great thing to do. Ice skating over at Lackey Plaza. We don't have anything anymore.
No.
So, I do see how a lot of people complain, well, this is why our kids are so bad. That's not the total reason, okay? But it may be a contributing factor. So, yeah, maybe if you disciplined the kids a little better and gave them something to do, well, maybe we could raise a better class of upcoming citizens. So,
and that's what we need, a better class of upcoming citizens.
Yeah, so...
990-2727. Call in now and talk to Jim Costanzo and the Mystic from Edge of the Falls on a happy Monday night here in Niagara Falls.
We're open to be bad-mouthed. Don't just sit there yelling at us on the screen.
Get pissed off.
You go ahead and...
Let me check in with some of the things here.
We don't care. We don't give a shit.
Kenny Tompkins sent you a message. Bear with me here.
Oh, boy.
He said he would bring you some bark because he knows you like your
waiting.
fiber.
Bark. From what? One of the tree, the things that we're doing? Oh, boy.
Yay!
You're on the Edge of the Falls. Who we got? Hang on. Okay. Try it one more time. Who is this?
This is Tim Bob.
Tim Bob.
Tim Bob.
Tim Heater.
Oh.
I was going to say if it was Tim Bob, let's talk to his sister wife.
It's those damn unions and their Cadillac benefits that are bleeding the city dry. They're the ones to blame for everything.
We were just about to get on that. Peter, don't you have a picture of him that we were going to put up?
Tim?
Oh, shit.
No,
I'm on the phone,
remember.
so I can't see it.
Didn't he just become union steward or something? And he's
No. I've been a union steward. Nobody. I actually got elected as an interim unit president.
What's an interim unit?
Means they can get rid of him quicker than shit because he's not doing his job.
No, it means our unit president actually stepped down, and I took over in his place just to finish out his term until April.
Same thing.
Wow.
They can get rid of him.
Basically,
they can get rid of him in April.
Yes. What the hell is this?
So if you buy a bra or a blouse there, Tim, just look for the union label, buddy.
But with that said,
Yeah, I'll have Jim print on there, print bullseyes where the nipples go on the bras, right?
I can do that. I've done worse with
Can
with
we say
underpants.
nipples?
But now that that's out, and since he's not Tim, I know you are strictly union. So let me ask you, of those,
No. Hold on. I am a realist.
But let me finish because
Okay.
of that 1/3 of people that are buying union and wearing women's clothes, where do you fit into that percentage?
Where do you fit
About
in?
an extra
Where do you
large.
fit into women's clothes? I love it.
How many?
About an extra large, 16, 18 maybe.
Our
I can't
cross-dressing
do the
committee
6-inch
is
heels,
having a
only the
meeting.
4-inch heels.
Because I think
Hey,
weren't we doing a
are
show?
you
Well, go ahead.
are you assuming my gender again?
Well,
Oh,
You know
no.
that's a big no-no.
you are the what's it called?
How
The,
many genders are there?
what the hell they call the other one?
463.
Again?
Plus tip.
463 of us. Plus
tip.
me. I'm my
Plus
own.
tip.
You're your own gender.
I am unique. I get my own day. I'm going to have my own flag. I want to be recognized as being special.
You're a
I'm like a
grand
unicorn
old
on
flag.
steroids with sprinkles.
Oh, you're special, all right.
Oh,
Yes, I am.
wow.
So what's going on, guys? I missed the first part of the show. Where the hell's the madman at? Is he hiding again?
No, it's
Let's
just...
replay the whole thing, Peter. What the hell? We'll
let's-
redo it because Tim missed it.
Brett is having dinner with his 21-year-old girl.
With a 21-year-old girl.
That's right.
No,
Her
his
birthday was the
21-year-old
other
daughter.
day.
Yep, and
That's
she is
right.
a sweetheart, and he loves his kids. So when
I've
we were
seen
talking
that girl.
about
I saw a picture of her. She's pretty. She's got to
she's
be
lovely.
adopted.
She is lovely.
She's got to be adopted.
Oh, I know. She's
He stole
nothing
her
to
or
Brett
something.
in her.
So now what you guys just said, what I pulled out of that conversation is it's really nice. Brett loves his kids, and he decided to buy them dinner.
Beautiful. That's
So
a good
so
response. I like that.
Is this the first time he's fed her in the 21 years? Or
Quite possibly.
these kids just fend for
Eh?
themselves?
Well, she did look kind of skinny, so
Instead of raised
She's
by wolves, they
petite.
were raised by Brett.
Petite. Tim, here, I'll give you an illustration of petite. You know when you go out and buy your extra large women's clothes? Petite's way
Yep.
down on the left side, okay?
oh man, I can't go that far left. I swing to the right, dude. You know that. I'm Trump 2020 all the way, man.
All right. And
I,
they're working on a cure for that. No.
No, we don't.
I'm
want
actually at the shooting range right now. I was working on the cure for pedophilia,
There
and
you go.
Yes.
I think I got it.
What-
I'm pretty sure I got the humane cure for them.
I
So
think you're at the wrong address, but we can offer some out.
all right, listen, guys. Good show. Have a good night. I just thought I'd call in and
Bust
blame it on
balls.
those damn unions.
Uh-huh.
Those fucking unions are breaking the city.
union
Those
label.
bastards. Play that again, Peter. What the hell?
Yeah, I'm going to play that again just for you, buddy.
Did they have
Hang
to
in
say
Thank
this
you.
before all the union meetings?
Yeah, we could do that. It could be like our Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, it could be our national anthem.
There you go.
Since we've got the regular American national anthem and the black national anthem,
This is
we
the
can make this the union national anthem.
In honor of Tim Heater. Oh,
What you don't see right
Hey, listen,
now
I
is
got
Tim
one more.
standing up with his hand over his heart in front of his
That was
computer.
a salute, buddy. That was a salute. I do want to make one more comment, though. I caught the girls of the show the last couple Sunday nights. Man, them girls are freaking hilarious.
I know.
The prank phone calls, they ought to call them the Crank Yankers version 2. Those
Oh.
girls are just hilarious. And
And
the different voices.
I know. Oh, isn't that great? That's a little box I have, and they've been just having such a great
We're going
time
to leave
with
that
it.
one alone, Peter. Yeah, those girls got a box, and I just
Oh, yeah,
play it all
wait a
the
minute.
time. Yeah, they make different noises.
Oh, them
What
damn
the hell are
Canadians.
you talking about?
Absolutely. Well, we'll leave
All right,
you with
guys.
the Union song from
Oh,
Niagara Falls DPW.
We got Brett
All right.
calling in. Hello? Edge of the Falls. Who's this, may I ask? Is this the original Bad Attitude?
We have been chosen to reveal our existence to the world.
Yeah! Woo!
Hey, what's up, guys? I
Hey,
hear
we
all
miss
that
ya.
trash talking. I hear all that trash talking that Quinn Luther did. Little union guy. Yeah, he needs a gay pride day. Isn't it Gay Pride Week?
It's the modified Gay Pride Week.
yeah, that's it.
Yes,
Anyway,
he's one of the featured dancers at the opening ceremonies, the Chunkendales.
I'm going to pass on that one. Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for the good plugs. We all went out to Applebee's of all places. That's where Lexi wanted to go, and so we had a good birthday party. She wouldn't let the dude sing to her, so you know how Lexi is.
You can never. Yeah, you shouldn't even said nothing about. That's fun when they just don't know what's happening and it happens. There was one place, I think it was Montana's. They used to come out, sing to you, and then they'd hit you with a cream pie right in the face. And
that would be awesome.
Oh, big time. Oh, yeah. Especially when it's the first time there and nobody knows it's happening except you. Oh, yeah.
Where was the place that made you ride the horse around?
That wasn't the peanut place, was it? That used to throw peanuts on the floor? No!
I think that was what Jim, the Red Barn, was that it? That was on, at Six Corners there?
Yeah, I think so. Yep. Yeah, because that was, they always had something out there, sheep or whatever for the older men. But yeah.
yeah, sheep or the older men or Arab.
There you go.
You opened the door for that one.
Oh yeah, gotta love it.
Yeah. All right, guys. I just wanted to say, what's up, and thanks for the good plugs. I appreciate it, and I'll be back next week.
Lexi, if you're watching, happy birthday.
Cool. Thanks, brother.
Yep. Take care.
All right, later, Peter.
Hey, take care, Batman. See you tomorrow.
All right, bud.
Thanks
Bye.
for calling.
Yep. Later.
All right, now that he's gone, let's talk about him some more.
No, he's left his phone on. I can hear him in his car.
Uh-oh.
Hang on.
I would have heard some different music. That would have been. Oh, I'm still on camera, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. There you go. I had to go over our good friend Patrick Moyer, who one day is going to be part of our team, was pointing out some of the sound effects I play off the computer because I'm not at the audio board aren't coming through. So I'm just so sorry that's happening.
We're going to have to redo the whole thing again.
I know. Got to start again, the whole show. All right.
Do the midgets and the sheep.
Hide your sheep.
Yeah.
I love those.
Are those union sheep?
I'm not sure. Look for the union.
I didn't see him doing a whole lot.
Well, they all stand around while one sheep does something, eats.
That's what you got to get. Well, I'll talk to you about it later. Another video to get for that. That'd be kind of funny. Nothing dirty, nothing sexual, nothing strange.
Oh, then forget it.
Yeah.
Don't forget 990-2727. Join in the fun. Give us a take, a point, whatever you decide is best for you. Just let's see what people have been saying on Facebook.
You suck.
Red Barn across from DeCamillo's. Kim says, we miss you, Brett. Tim Heater says, low blows, fella.
Fellas.
Well, it is Pride Week. Anyway.
He called in asking for it. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, he always does.
He was looking for attention, and we gave it out in truckloads. That's the ticket.
Yep. And
I keep trying to get out, and when I do, they drag me back in.
Yeah, and Tim is a well-spoken member of his, what was I going to say? He's well-spoken for his union.
Oh, union.
Yeah, and so it's exciting, to get him to call in every once in a while because you get a great inside perspective.
I have nothing against unions. I really don't. I think it's great that you still have someone that believes in themselves enough to be a solidarity in the wacky-ass shit that's happening these days. My dad's side of the family was all union, so, I know what it is. So it is what it is, and I say good for them. If they can stick together, I know. There's rumor that Como tries to break them apart, and I'd like to see him stick around as long as I can.
At least
I know
till we find Hoffa.
Holy shit, you got a spider right here. Look at that son of a bitch. Well, nobody else can see him, but oh my God, you see that thing up there?
Oh, yeah.
He's running now. Is he going to roll across the... No, he went around the back of the camera.
Hang
Son
on,
of a
buddy. I'll
bitch.
save you.
Oh, now he's down here, unless he's got a friend. Oh, Deb would be flipping out right now.
That's why we have them.
Oh. All right. You're on the edge of the falls. Peter's killing spiders, but what can I help you with?
Hey, no killing spiders. You know, they got lives too, you know.
It's a union spider. Who's this?
Well, even worse. So you're talking to Jason Marsh.
Okay, I got to put I got no shoes on here, and I've been tapping all around this floor, just spreading my toe jam around. So, did you get them?
Oh.
You're safe.
Am I safe?
There, Mr. Costanzo.
I was waiting. I was hoping he was a pedophile spider, and we'll get Tim in here to shoot him.
So who's on the line?
No, we let those go. We let those ones go. They can go free. They're good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jason
like
Marsh,
everybody else can do it. Yeah, they're good. Those pedophile spiders, they can go free. We're good with that.
They got more hands to abuse people. Kind of like Joe Biden from the video I just saw not that long ago. He's touching everybody.
8 kids at once. We're good to go.
There you go.
No, my biggest thing is we pay taxes for a fucking reason.
Yeah.
To take care of our streets, take care of our garbage fees, take care of our yards that are abandoned properties and everything like that. Where's all that money going?
I don't think
they're not taking care of these properties.
Oh yeah, it's you know what? And again, I don't want to say in the mayor's defense, I'm not going to make up excuses for him, but I know he did step into some shit. And to tap on top of that, the COVID, the bad contracts that were made with the Senecas and the casino, I don't know who the hell signed that one up or who even read that over. But I think the lawyer, in my opinion, the lawyer that signed that contract, read it over and said, okay, it's good to go, he should be held liable for this shit.
But in the same token, you know what? They made a deal. They made a deal with the Senecas. I'm part Native American myself, but they made a deal with the Senecas, and that deal is done and over with.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but because the contract was signed, everybody had a chance to read it over. But that's what I'm saying. You know, who's the guy that read it over? He's the one that should be held responsible. Let's string him up in a town hall.
But what I'm saying is that we still pay taxes as people of the city. We still pay taxes.
Yep. And what are we getting for it?
We don't get shit. We don't get nothing. We don't get, you know, they charge these people, these vacant houses and shit like that. They charge them $300 to cut their grass, and they put notices on their doors. And, okay, so we're still paying for these people to go out there and cut grasses all fucking day long for no reason.
You know,
either the city should take the properties back and sell them off, or demolish them and sell the property off. The houses are shit.
Yep.
That's why nobody's taking care of them. But no, they want to keep spending money on cutting grass and sending notices out. You're sending like 3 or 4 freaking different groups out to one, put a notice on the front door. Hey, if you don't cut your grass, we're gonna cut it for you and then charge you $300. Excuse me, I've seen houses where there's like 3 or 4 fucking notices on the doors. So now you just paid somebody, you know, let's just say minimum of $17 an hour to drive around and write up a piece of sticker and put it on the damn door. And then on top of that, send the grass cutting company over there and charge another $300 every other week and still not get paid for it. Just take the properties back, because most of those people are from Canada. You know, sorry, Mystic, don't mean to be an asshole, but most of the people that own those properties,
we have assholes too.
Well.
Most of those properties are owned by Canadians. Trust me, I worked for a company that used to deal with them. Most of those properties are owned by Canadians, and nobody's taking care of them. It's not even rentable because there's too much work to be done in them. All they're doing is a tax write-off over here in the States. And over in Canada, they don't get penalized for it. So they're just going to let it be a slumlord, and there it is. They're not going to do nothing about it. But in the same token, us taxpayers have to pay for them and pay for our city employees to go in there and go, oh, I'm going to cut the grass again this week. It's $300. There's another $600. There's another $1,200. There's $1,300. How much more do we have to pay for our employees of the city to go over there and cut the grass and not get nothing back from it because we got to keep still paying our city employees?
Yeah, I think
Just
that's
take the
something that's going
fucking.
to be changed a little because, well, it's funny that you mentioned that because my neighbor asked me the other day, and she showed me a video. It's a vacant house next door, and people left all kinds of stuff in it. She has video of raccoons, tons of them, playing inside. The one was even looking out at her, standing up on two hind legs, looking out the front window while she took the picture of this damn thing. And it's just like,
Squatters' rights.
who do you call?
Ghostbusters.
So I called a friend, that works for the city, and I says, what do we do about this? He says, well, all we can really do is, contact the landlord. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's
Just keep contacting the landlord. Keep contacting the landlord, and nothing gets done. It just sits there, and it's still vacant. We still got to pay somebody to go over there and cut the grass. We got to still pay somebody to maintain the property in some way. We got to winterize it. We pay for all that, but nothing's getting done. The city needs to step up and say, you know what? You're not taking care of this. It's been a year and a half. Guess what? It's ours.
Yeah, and I know that her son is looking for a place close to hers, and he would gladly take this place over. But again, you can't get a hold of the landlord, and if she can't, obviously the city's not going to. They're just, who knows what they're doing with it. But it's the same rigmarole, as my grandfather used to say, and nothing ever gets done. It's nobody's fault but the landlord's. But it also brings down our neighborhoods. So,
yeah, but in the same token too, our city should be able to step up and say, you know what, this dude lives in Canada, or this guy lives in California, this guy lives in New Jersey or Maine or Florida. You know what? If you're not going to do anything with this property, guess what? I'll take you to court. I'm taking the property back. I'll sell it off. Money goes back to the city. Boom, there it is.
Anything less, we'll send you. Yeah, they should. Well, that's the way this absentee landlord thing started. You should be local. We got enough people here that need houses. Why not take it, give them a break on it? You know what I mean? This way they.
But in the same token, as I'm getting at is because I've dealt with it before, is that if we do take a property over as a city of Niagara Falls, we take a property over, the house is condemned. There's no way of recovering the house. So we got to tear it down. So there's $50,000. We got to tear it down.
Yep. And then the asbestos removal, and yeah, I know it's.
There's $50,000 right off the bat, but they don't. 90% of the time, they don't get rid of the house. They'll knock the stories down, but then when it comes to the basement, they just bury shit.
Yeah.
Now when they want to sell the property, when you sell the property, now you got asbestos, you got this, it's a contaminated soil, and now it's going to cost somebody that wants to buy that property multi-million dollars just to fucking get it rebuilt again or put something else on it.
Yeah.
So why is the city allowed to bury a house and not get charged for it on top of when they want to turn around and sell the property and then charge the person that's trying to buy, oh, you got asbestos in the ground, you got this in the ground, you got all that in the ground. You know what? The city's a bunch of crooks.
Yeah,
they want to do the shit the easy way, and they just bury it.
Yeah,
and they keep doing it.
We need to get like a mechanic's lien. I know if you don't pay your mechanic or if you leave the car there, he's got so much time. Then he doesn't even. Well, he contacts you, and then he just goes and files for the lien. We need to do something like that, I think, with our houses, and that, and stop giving to out-of-towners. You got to have some kind of presence here if you're going to be here, and at least that way you're a little more accountable and reachable. So, but it is what it is. We got lots of faults. Anyway, you look at it.
Interestingly enough, just to add to that,
be redone.
Just to add to that, a number of years ago, I was doing insurance inspections for a company out of Buffalo, and I would do mostly, like I do theaters, or I would do things that I was skilled for, but then they'd say, do you want to do some businesses and some homes? So I did a lot of insurance inspections in this area. And when Brett was going to originally run for city council, I put all of my reports from all the Niagara Falls homes there and put them aside for him, that if he was a counselor, he could go through them, because they give the home address and information of every absentee landlord. And I thought that kind of information is helpful, you know, like.
You used to have John TV, whereas if you were caught trying to pick up a prostitute or solicit a prostitute in any way, they would put your picture on, was it cable, whatever it was.
Oh, you saw it?
Channel 3.
Okay.
That's how I was discovered. But anyway,
yes.
Now see,
that's what they should do.
They also made a new law a few years back. I don't remember how many years back. They made a new law that where if you bought a vacant home, and you're going to rehab it, you would have to spend at least 1 year in that home as a tenant for yourself. And all of a sudden, that is gone. Nobody's doing that. But you let everybody else buy all these properties for cheap and not put no money into them and not pay taxes on them, but helps their credit scores.
Yep. And what about that couple, Barb Bolenpipe joined in with, then again, there's the 30 properties that the couple from Lewiston own. They didn't take care of, and now they're losing those properties. This should happen more often.
You know what?
Yeah, but
that's a long.
In the same token, if you read the article, they said that every property that those couple owned, and I really do condone this 100%. Every property that couple owned, whatever has to be done to that property to make it livable again, although it's being sold off, whatever has to be done to that property, that comes off of the sale price of the property. They don't get shit.
Yeah,
they're forced to sell it.
Yep.
They're forced to sell it. But in the same token, if something's got to be done to each individual property, it comes off the price of the property, and they don't get shit.
Now, I wonder if maybe some of our council members here can look into like HUD grants for just individual houses. Whereas if somebody wanted to buy one of those houses, and well, we'll give you so much money. But again, now that 1 year aspect, and I do remember that, well, now you got to live there for 5 years.
Yes, you got to live there for 5 years. It's got to be your personal mailing address for 5 years, and you can't do nothing with it but take a bite in the ass and still pay taxes.
Yeah, and give it to somebody that are working poor, not the people that get everything, not the people that have everything, but somewhere in between. The people that want to have something, but they just don't have enough to get it. They are working their asses off just to break even. That
would be like a guy like me, because I make $29,000 a year. I can't get Medicaid. I can't get no health insurance. I don't have all that.
Yeah. No,
I don't have anything.
Over the edge, but yeah, but you know what? And it happened to me once. I remember years ago when I first got custody of my son, I went and tried to sign him up for insurance. You make $6 too much. What, are you kidding me? Come on now.
Yep.
And that was it.
I made $3.25 too much to get Medicaid, get health insurance, so I can go get myself checked out.
Yeah, and
I have a lot of health problems.
Help me out. You know what I mean? Don't deny me because I make $6 too much. $6 annually. Let's divide that per month.
I grew too fast when I was a younger kid. I understand that. You know what? I had health insurance until I was, 16, 17 years old back in the day. Now it's 21. But my mother's disabled. So it's like, I had nothing. You know, I grew up with growing pains. I'm supposed to have both my knees replaced. I have back problems. My shoulder's broke. Well, I mean, what am I going to do? I can't afford to go to the doctor and have this shit fixed.
Yeah, you're stuck.
I got lucky. After my divorce. I got lucky. My cousin had an apartment for sale, for rent, and I pay $500 a month, and I got to pay my bills on top of that. I haven't seen a doctor in almost 20 years. I'm 40 years old now.
Yeah, and that's it. You're just about getting to that age where you should be. You know what? See who wants to give out some free checks for you. You know, with the free. I don't even know what the hell to call this, how to phrase this, but I mean the colorectal exams, because now should be about the time you're starting to get checked for that. Don't let your health go. Don't wait and somebody telling you, oh, but by the way, you have stage 4 colorectal cancer because you're poor. You know what I mean? Not a good reason. Find somebody who will do a free exam, and I don't mean, some kind of sex deviant, but a registered doctor or one.
Oh, I know one. He's a lawyer.
Okay. He give you advice while he's checking you
Mystic,
out.
you settle down, Mystic.
Never.
But I mean, it's going to be hard enough as you start to age, so make sure you take care of yourself. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? I
Go
can't
get a free
afford it. I
screening.
can't afford anything. I can't afford. I don't know who the hell to look up. I don't know what to look up. I have no clue. I work my ass off. I work my 40-hour a day, my 8-hour day, and then I turn around and I pick up side jobs. I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this, I'll do that. I make my money.
Yeah, but
I survive.
It's just not enough. I know it's not enough to take
Have you
over.
spoken to one of the navigators at the hospital that work for New York Health, State of New York
I
Health?
haven't been to Mystic, man. I haven't been to a hospital since the last time I thought I was having a heart attack.
Okay, well, they don't do procedures. They're not medical. What they are, they're in one of the, I think, the Golisano building that's next to the hospital. There's a really good team. Their supervisor is Jeff Baxter, and they are a really good team that help people who are looking for health care, and they help you find what you're qualified for. They don't charge you anything. They do it with dignity and a lot of good support. So if you call the hospital and ask for the navigator's office for New York State of Health, honestly, tell Jeff Baxter that I sent you, because I've known him for years, and they do great work there.
And anybody listening, you have a clue as to who can help, text in. I mean, just leave a message. Let us know where some of these listeners, some of these folks who are in his position can go for these free exams, how to get help with medical when you're just making enough to get by but don't qualify for anything that's free. So if you can help them out, I mean, you're helping, a fellow person in the community. We are one big community anyway, so why not help each other out?
Most of the people that you guys have as visitors and viewers and shit like that, I know most of them. I grew up with a lot of them.
It's funny. Tim Heater, I'll tell you what, Tim Heater just posted healthcare advocates at the hospitals. These are the people I'm talking about. Why don't we get them on one of our shows? I'll ask Jeff to come on. And, boy, you'll want to call in, because the man is knowledgeable. He can't tell you your personal circumstance unless he gets all the information, but he can answer questions from people, and he's a good-hearted guy. Like I said, good friend. And so I'll contact him and see if he'll come on the program. And even if we do a special program on it, just to extend the show by an hour, and then have him in the second hour to just take calls and answer questions.
Well, see, my last car accident that I had, I got rear-ended, and on top of the other medical problems I got and everything like that, the insurance companies canceled me. My doctor ended up canceling his practice and went to California. So I had no other doctor that I can go to. So now I've been suffering with the pain that I go through on a daily basis, and I don't take no medications. I don't want no medications. I'm not going to,
kill your liver.
Defile my body with medications just to get through the day. I suffer. I work. I bust my ass every day. I mean, there's a couple of days where I says, you know what, I'll wake up and go, I'm not doing it today. I'm staying home.
Yeah. So for those of you that are listening, you got something that'll help this man, or just anybody in general, please call in and let us know, or just, post something up here. But
send me a message on our Edge of the Falls page, and I will send you his direct contact information. And even better, I'll send him a message ahead of time to tell him you're calling and why.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Brett knows me, and Mystic, you kind of know me. Not too much, but Brett knows me.
Oh, know you well. And, by the way, Jim, I don't know if you saw, but the final score is in between us and the Spiders.
Okay.
All right, we won.
That's it?
Yep.
Oh, we beat the Spiders?
Yeah, the Edge team beat the Spiders. It was in I don't know if you've been seeing the screen. I know not everybody can see everything on there.
No, I can't see when I'm on the phone. I can't see nothing.
Oh.
I wish we could have recorded that. Just, Spider popping up, then jumping the minute you got up, and then you hunting him down.
I found him. Anyway, and then we got
Peter
spider advocates piping in. So.
Are you serious?
But the madman piped in and said, Spider-Man.
So Deb's
save
scared
the spider, save the spider.
Yeah, Deb is scared to death of those things.
So
but
am
if
I.
she sees one, you got to catch it and release it outside. No, here's the deal.
Oh, kill.
Let's be nice to our enemies. Or wait a minute, what was it? Was it Chris Rock? Chris Rock. I think the comedian. God bless the USA and no one else, or God bless America and no one else. Yeah, come on now. God bless them spiders and everyone else. That's enemies or not. Let's be nice to them, okay? That dog that's about to bite you in the ass, just be nice to him. Turn the other cheek. That'll work.
Because he wants that too.
Yeah, he's got
There's
a
little
friend.
guy, actually a good friend of ours, Eddie Goodearl, whose brother Anthony is on with us tonight. Eddie might be with us. His son got attacked by a dog yesterday, and he was badly injured. He was in hospital. So God bless him. His name is CJ, a really nice kid, and I think he's only like 7 or 8 and or 9 or 10. But yeah, Patty Hayes says, kill all the spiders.
You know, I stand corrected. You said, there's something about a little guy. I thought you were going back to Vaccio again. So I stand corrected there.
I crushed Vaccio with a napkin.
Smack him with a shoe.
All right, gents. I'll let you guys go.
All right,
Yeah,
thanks
I have
for
to do
calling
something
in.
for Patty Hayes here.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
All right.
Will it fit over the headphones? Yes, it will.
Well,
Patty,
use
I
a
love my
grand
hat.
old flag.
You're a grand old flag.
I'm just going to leave that. Yeah, there's a lot of jokes can come out of that. We'll just leave that alone.
Not me. I play with everything.
Yeah. Again, too much information, but...
Mystic. Relax, brother. Relax.
Oh, my gosh.
I love it. I love it, Patty. Thank you. All right. What
Brett,
do you
if
say,
you're
Jim?
listening, Brett, if you're listening, Brett, calm down, Mystic, Brett.
No. I'm having too much fun.
All right, guys, I'm about to let you go.
All right. Thanks for the call.
calling.
Don't
Later.
forget, post something. And, thanks, Anthony Goodearl. The boy is 8 who was attacked by a dog. A nice kid, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
So,
that's not good.
no. But anyway, thanks for the call. Post on our page. I'll get you Jeff's information.
All right, brother.
All right. Thanks for the
Later.
call. Well, what do you say? Our Jim, I gotta get a look here back on the. Oh, I am on camera. Good. Okay. The traditional notice. I love you too, Patty Hayes. That tells us the show is over is when Gail Del Zoppo joins.
Uh-oh.
She just joined. Noelle, Gail, you'll have to tell Noelle. She got rave reviews tonight for the show last night. Our former intern. There you go.
What have you done for us today?
Oh, yeah, exactly. So other than that, we're going to sign off, I think.
Yep, it's up to you. I'm game either way. We've been sitting here for over an hour. My hemorrhoids are starting to act up, but hey.
And you can kiss your hemorrhoids goodbye.
It's just part of the job, and I'm willing to take it for you guys. I'll take one for the team.
Oh, you're awesome,
Wait a
man.
minute, yeah. Me and my preparation, what was it? Preparation H.
You know, there was a comedian did a book of letters he wrote to companies. And one time he wrote to a company and he said, he asked what the H stood for. He wrote to Whitehall, who make that drug. And Whitehall wrote back and said, please, be a formal letter. And they said, please be advised that the H stands for hemorrhoids.
And you know what? I don't know if you know this, Peter, but there are 2 different types of Preparation H. The American kind and the Canadian kind.
More cortisone.
No pun intended.
Yep.
I guess if you're drug tested, and they use this for bodybuilding, I know that it tightens up the stomach, the abdomen. So what happens if you're on the American kind, you can actually test positive for certain drugs, whereas the Canadian kind, not so much.
Ah.
So, and you can
Yeah,
also put it
Canada
on your
has
face to get rid of
weird-
wrinkles.
Yeah, in Canada, you can buy codeine over the counter, 8 milligram tablets, but 20 or 30 of those. Anyway, so what do you say? Are we all set? Shall we now go?
There's nobody else to talk about. What else are we going to do?
Nope. And we've had this scroll going on for Kenny Tompkins for the Summerfest, and it's the car cruise. I'm reading it as it goes by here.
Yep, it's for. He used to do the thing out at Hyde Park,
Yeah,
Sale Magnet
Sale
Stadium,
Magnet.
whatever you want to call it, and it really is for a good cause. It helps the kids who have nothing. With the Firefighters Toy Fund, and I know it's Fireman's Toy Fund. It's firefighter to me, I still have a picture. My grandfather was a firefighter, and I have a picture of Leo F. Heck, and it used to be the Leo F. Heck Toy Fund, because he's the one that started this. He used to get broken toys, put them back together, and then give them out for the kids at Christmas. And this is what it's evolved into, where we're actually taking donations, going out and buying for the kids, and I think they also do a dinner for Thanksgiving or a Christmas dinner for the seniors. And either way, great cause. So you know what? Even if you can't go, you got some extra money, $10. Hey, what the heck? You got a stimulus. Give $10 to the Firefighters Toy Fund and help a kid and maybe even a family out this Christmas. It's the right thing to do. So, and with that, whenever you're ready, let's get the shoe off the road.
Absolutely. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to Jim Costanzo, JCTs, 716-990-2727. The best in promotional wear, and we use it all the time.
There you go.
And we're going to take you back to an oldie but moldy right now as we leave with word of the day, this time with our long-lost intern, Noel.
And now, The Edge of the Falls presents Word of the Day. Today's word is devious. Devious. And now the madman will use the word in a sentence.
Devious. The sexual predator lawyer is a fucking devious creature. Devious.
Join us again for Word of the Day on The Edge of the Falls.